The city of Denton has a new top cop. We will introduce you to her.
Life-saving medication now at UNT.
And a great place to get into the fall spirit is right around the corner.
Broadcasting live from the University of North Texas, this is ntTV Nightly News.
Good evening and thank you for joining us on ntTV Nightly News. I'm Drew Maurer.
And I'm Deja Jackson. One week from today, Texans will go to the polls to begin voting in the 2024 election. Early voting begins next Monday, October 21st, and ends November 1st. There are a number of early voting locations across Denton County, but regardless of where you vote, you will need certain pieces of identification. A photo ID such as a Texas driver's license, an election ID certificate, or an ID from a Texas will work. You can also bring a handgun license from a Texas, a U.S. military ID, passport, or a U.S. citizenship certificate. Here at the UNT campus, you will be doing early voting at the Gateway Center. And one of the hot races on the national level is the contest here in Texas. It's between the Democratic Congressman Colin Allred and the incumbent Republican Senator Ted Cruz. The two men will meet face-to-face tomorrow night from a statewide televised debate hosted by Dallas TV station WFAA. It begins at 7 p.m. and you can also see it here on ntTV, where we will carry the program from WFFA. All this will help you decide and make your choice in this upcoming election.
Not elected, but chosen. Denton has a new full-time police chief. Seasoned police veteran Jessica Robledo was sworn in and supported by members of her department, city council members, and family and friends. ntTV's Chris Goodwin was at last week's ceremony, where the chief was clear about why she is thrilled with her role.
I choose you, Denton. I choose you.
Those who have worked with Robledo say they knew day one she was meant to lead the Denton Police Department. Others grew to admire her, describing her as a forward-thinking, energetic leader who is not afraid to stand out in a crowd.
I think she's a great fit for the department, and she's going to bring wealth of experience and knowledge.
You know, working with Chief Robledo has been eye-opening. It's been encouraging.
Robledo has worked in public safety for over 34 years in places like Austin and Pflugerville. However, she never expected to be an officer, let alone a chief.
I didn't have a role model. I was going to be a coach, and I was going to teach. And, you know, my faith has grown a lot, and I have learned that I'm not in control of my life and in the chapters of my book.
Since becoming interim police chief in April, Robledo has worked with Headsmith to focus on improving police training, establishing an indoor gun range, and substations on both sides of Denton.
We need a driving course so that we can do that part of training in the city of Denton as well, so trying to find budget to do that driving course.
While improving facilities for training, Robledo's main interest lies with nurturing tomorrow's talent.
I am going to grow a team that when any one of my staff walks into a room, they're not going to know who the leader is, because they are supported and valued, and they know that they're empowered all the way from the top.
For ntTV, this is Chris Goodwin.
Drew, it was so hot this weekend, but we're finally seeing some fall temperatures today.
I know, Deja. Finally, I can actually, break out my collection of hoodies. But let's toss it over to our weather anchor, Angelique Black, to see if we can keep wearing that hoodie tonight. Angelique?
Well, hold on, Drew. I'm going to tell you right now, it's still a little toasty out here, okay? So we definitely don't need it just yet during the day. But in the evening, we definitely will. Current weather as of right now is 80 degrees. I'm definitely jealous of Avery. at the State Fair Park, because in Fair Park it's also 80 there too, so I know she's enjoying that lovely weather. Tonight we are at 68 degrees and it's definitely going to feel like that, so go ahead and throw on that sweater, all right? Rolling in for tomorrow, around 6 a.m. It is going to be a little nippy out there, not too scared, so don't bring out the heavy coats just yet, okay? We're going to be leaving it at 57 degrees in the morning. As I always state, Texas weather is bipolar, so let's see what happens next. Back to you at the desk.
Thanks, Angelique. The final week of the State Fair of Texas is underway in Dallas. The fair is known largely for its corn dogs, but a different type of dog is drawing big crowds out at the fair park. Our live reporter Avery Collins is live at the State Fair grounds with a look at all the Star Stunt Dog Show. Avery.
That's right, I am at the All-Star Stunt Dog Show at the State Fair of Texas. Now, this show has been entertaining State Fair of Texas audiences for over 7 years. And as you can see behind me, the crowd is filled with dog fans of all ages. And now, these dogs are special because they are actually adopted from shelters all around the state of Texas. They then train with these talented trainers until it is their time to shine. Now, when you choose to be an audience member, you're not only watching these dogs, but you are choosing and rooting for a team. They are separated into red and blue teams, and as you can see, the competition is intense. You can catch the All-Star Stunt Dog Show at 2 p.m., 4 p.m., and 6 p.m. for every single day for the rest of the run of the State Fair of Texas until October 20th.
Well, before we let you go, I gotta ask, any of those stunt dogs wearing Crocs?
Any type of regulation jump, though.
Well, I don't know about that one, Drew, but I will definitely keep an eye out and be back to you guys later in the show.
All right, thanks so much, Avery. Well, Crocs for dogs are not just some crazy idea. If you're a pet owner, they'll soon be an option for you and your furry friend. The shoe company Crocs is collaborating with Bark, a pet supply company and subscription service. So if you ever wanted to match with your dog, it's your chance. These shoes will be released on October 23rd, and they'll be available in 2 colors, green slime and pink dragon fruit. A set for your dog will be available for $50, and a pair for humans will be $65.
Coming up, learn how UNT is lending a helping hand in lowering the number of our nation drug overdose deaths.
Also, a local pumpkin farm is offering all the festivities you need to get into the fall spirit. We'll have all the details.
Hey UNT, the State Fair has finally arrived, so mark off your calendars, get your nicest cowboy hat, and join us here on Wednesday the 16th because we're going to be hosting 3 different live shows from the State Fair. Our 2 English shows will go live at noon and at 6 p.m., and our Spanish show will go live at 3:30. We'll be showing you some of the most iconic events as well as some behind-the-scenes action, so make sure you don't miss it. Come join us at the State Fair of Texas, where the sight, sound, and flavors of Texas come alive on October 16th.
Looking to open a free checking or savings account but don't know where to start? Check out DatQ Credit Union right here on campus. Get your Mean Green debit card instantly or apply for a DatQ Visa credit card today. Your school, your card. Plus, make deposits at their 24/7 ATM, checks or cash whenever you need it. Make sure to sign up for DatQ's online banking platform and mobile app for easy access anytime, anywhere. Visit them at www.datq.org to learn more. DatQ, the official financial institution of UNT Athletics.
Haunting the depths of ntTV studios. Something special is brewing just for you.
Hey ghouls and goblins, ntTV News is having a special Halloween segment this October 31st. We're also covering 31 days of Halloween in Denton. You don't want to miss it. It's going to be spooktacular.
The drug overdose death rate is at an all-time low. That word today from a new national report. The key factor, Narcan. UNT is a proud supporter of a student safety. Let's take it over to Maddie Halston to see more information about drug safety here on campus.
Deja, you are absolutely right. Student safety is a big concern at UNT. Throughout campus, there are many different locations where you can find the life-saving medication known as Narcan. Now, on a national level,
CNN's Mandy Gaither has more to tell us about the decreasing overdose statistics.
It's being called unprecedented progress in the fight against the drug epidemic. Overdose deaths involving fentanyl and other synthetic opioids are down 20% year over year.
A lot of the work that we're already doing when it comes to public awareness and access to reversal agents is working.
Dr. Ashish Panchal with Ohio State's Wexner Medical Center is senior author of a new study looking into how many lay people have administered overdose reversing medication.
Naloxone is a life-saving medication that can reverse the effects of an opioid overdose in seconds if given immediately.
Panchal says during a 2-year period between 2020 and 2022, the rate of everyday people administering naloxone to someone experiencing an opioid overdose before EMS arrival increased by more than 43%.
A lay person having this in their hands can actually save someone from an opioid overdose. So trying to get this into the hands of people who can use it to save a life is critically important.
The U.S. Food and Drug Administration approved the first over-the-counter opioid antidote last year against a backdrop of record-high opioid deaths. The approval allowed the medicine to be sold without any sort of prescription in retail stores and online.
Of all the people who had assistance from 911, only 3.4% received layperson naloxone. So the word is out, the access is available, but we have a lot more work to do.
For Health Minute, I'm Mandy Gaither.
I'm at the Pi Beta Phi sorority house where they have a box of Narcan right next to me. Now, many of the other Greek life facilities on campus do have boxes of Narcan, and some people are trained in order to prevent this overdose crisis. Now, Narcan is sold at your local retailers and gas stations, drugstores, but to learn more, make sure you go to Narcan.com. That's all I have for you today. Back to you at the desk.
Thanks, Maddie. Well, there's another group here at UNT that's doing its part to help in another cause, protecting the planet. Tonight, ntTV's Living Green reporter Kayla Bumpus has more on just how we can give back to the earth. Kayla?
Thanks, Drew. That's right. It can be easy to forget to give back to your planet, but what most people don't know is just how easy it can be. The difference between going outside and enjoying a fun soccer game and sitting indoors can save multiple gallons of water. Let's see just how easy it is to enjoy yourself and help the planet.
It has been proven that soccer is one of the most environmentally friendly sports and has the smallest carbon footprint. The University of North Texas has its very own club soccer team, and it is a blast to watch and support. Not only are the games thrilling, but by going to watch our team play, instead of staying home watching television, you can save over 3 gallons of water. Our soccer team is preparing for NERSA's regional soccer tournament from November 1st to 3rd at the Vela Sports Complex. There's no better and more fun way to save water than watching our team bring it.
My love for soccer brought me here, and it's brought me a great group of guys, so I just enjoy being with them.
Whenever I saw them tabling at the events for freshmen, I saw that they wanted outreach and they wanted players.
It's that simple and even more fun. So go ahead and enjoy a great soccer game and help our planet. That's all I have for you guys. Back to you at the desk.
Thanks, Kayla. Well, Deja, it's still kind of hot out today, but I hear it's supposed to feel a little more like fall as the week goes on. Finally.
Finally, I've been waiting to put on my jacket. Let's take it over to Angelique for our full look at the week's weather. Angelique.
Well, thank you so much, Deja. Unfortunately, guys, I think you've been a little bit too comfortable and spoiled with the warm weather here in North Texas. So let's go ahead and talk about it. What we have right now in our North Texas region, we have Gainesville at 73, Sherman 74 degrees, Decatur at 75, McKinney 76, So for spring, we have at 72 in Paris, 72. Taking the win is Denton for 80 degrees. Going into our region state for the degrees here, we have Amarillo at 77, 69 for Oklahoma, so definitely have your sweaters, as I always state. Denton again at 80, Austin taking the lead with 88. Abilene, Amarillo at 77 degrees. Now going into our 7-day forecast, look guys, please, you're getting a little bit too spoiled, so go ahead and utilize some of that sun right now that we have for the state fair. We have for Tuesday 91 the highest, lowest is 66. You have Wednesday, Thursday, and Friday trickling into the 70s, all right, with 70, 73, 79, and the lowest at 45 degrees. Over the weekend, like I said, go ahead and utilize that state fair weather with a cool breeze of 80 degrees on Saturday, Sunday 79, and rolling in for Monday at 63 degrees. Don't forget, guys, go ahead and have that sweater because, again, Texas weather being bipolar, I know next week it's probably going to roll and trickle into the cooler month, okay? Back to you at the desk.
Thanks, Angelique. Well, Drew, as finally it starts to feel like fall, that means Halloween is right around the corner.
That's right, Deja. And our live reporter, Julia Ham, is out at Green Valley Gardens in Aubrey to show us a spot that can get us all into the holiday spirit. Julia?
Thanks, guys. Yes, a great way to take advantage of the fall weather this week is to come out to Green Valley Gardens. I'm here with Amanda and Matt, and I'm going to ask them a couple questions about what Green Valley Gardens has to offer. So why don't y'all introduce yourselves and tell me a little bit about your business and what y'all do here.
Sure. So my name is Amanda Martin, and I get to take care of all the cute stuff about the farms. I make all the signage and social media. And then my husband here,
Matt, and I'm the landscaper, I guess you could say. But yeah,
Scientist.
we're a good team together. She brings the fun, cutesy art pop, and we turn that into growing and sharing flowers and pumpkins and veggies and whatnot with the community.
Yeah, so what do you guys have in store for this season? I know it's fall and y'all grow a lot of vegetables all year round and whatnot, but what do y'all have in store for this year?
So we have a bunch of mini pumpkin varieties. We switched gears a little bit this year, and yes, Matt here has our pumpkins, little baby pumpkins. So you can come pick one of those. We also have tons of flowers. So mainly we are a U-Pick flower farm, and we dabble in pumpkins. But yeah, do you have anything?
Yeah, so we also offer photo ops for photographers. We rent the farm out per hour, so we do that, and we have big patches of zinnias, sunflowers, Mexican sunflowers that you can get great pictures in.
It's really pretty.
But yeah, we offer our pumpkins and we offer the U-Pick flowers. You come out and you bring your dogs as long as they're on a leash. You have a picnic, walk around, enjoy some nature, get out of the city. That's what we offer here, and our customers seem to like it quite a bit.
Would you like our hours?
Yeah, what are y'all's hours? Where can people find you?
Sure. So we're open Monday through Saturday, 10 a.m. to 4 p.m., and we're on Instagram and Facebook, just GVGNTX, or just Google Green Valley Gardens, you'll find us.
Yeah.
Awesome. Well, thanks, guys, and everyone make sure to come by Green Valley Gardens and come give Matt and Amanda a visit. That's all I have for y'all today. Back to y'all at the desk.
Thanks so much, Julia. Well, after the break, we head back out to the Texas State Fair to check in on the dog show.
Also, our UNT football team secures a huge conference victory in Florida.
if you've ever wanted to own the original Iron Throne from the land of Westeros, bad news, someone's beaten you to it. The prop from the HBO series Game of Thrones was sold over the weekend through Heritage Auctions based in Dallas, and it was not cheap. The winning bidder is paying nearly $1.5 million for the TV artifact. This auction featured hundreds of other props and costumes from Game of Thrones, and all in all, the auction brought in more than $21,000 from fans at the show.
Last week, reporter Elizabeth Moreno had the opportunity to check out the annual City of the Denton Arts and Jazz Fest to see what they had to offer for the Denton community.
The City of Denton welcomed its annual Arts and Jazz Festival held at Quakertown Park. With many stages, the event offered different lineups and music. UNT had a stage present there as well with the Department of Music. Vendors of all kind were also in attendance, like Carrie Hardy, who got to enjoy the festival as a vendor and as a visitor.
I'm obviously a painter, and I've been doing it for a really long time, so Arts and Jazz is probably one of my favorite festivals I've been to. I have help occasionally, so I get to walk around. I bought me some bugs, and I was real happy about that.
The audience for this event consisted of families, children, and even UNT students.
We're here for the music, and we do want to get a painting for our living room, but our fridge is performing.
The success of this event contributed to the great name Denton has when it comes to the music scene.
Check out the Denton City website for information on more events in the future. Drew, did you catch the Cowboys game? That was horrible.
Oh, it sure was, but lucky for me, my Steelers bounced back and pulled off a win. All right, I get no one here cares, but let's hear from our sports anchor Jordan Lindsay, who's got some better news for us. Jordan?
Thanks, guys. This week in Texas sports, it had its ups and it had its downs. We'll provide you with the news after the break.
All right, look up here. 1, 2, 3.
Mom, Dad, I got it.
You're right, Mom. I have.
Has this ever happened to you?
My bike! My bike is gone!
Stolen bikes are an epidemic sweeping college campuses across America.
What am I supposed to do?
It's quite simple. The We Mean Green Fund has partnered with the UNT Police Department to offer free bike locks to any UNT student with a bike. Just show up with your bike in tow and ask.
Now I'll never lose my bike ever again.
Enough worrying. Get your bike lock today.
The Dallas Cowboys suffered a terrible loss on Sunday afternoon against Detroit. The Cowboys defense struggled to stop the Lions, and Dallas did not reach the end zone. The only points scored came from field goals by kicker Brandon Aubrey. Dallas is now 3-3. Hopefully, a bye week can give the Cowboys a chance to bounce back against the San Francisco 49ers the following week. The Mean Green football team headed to Florida on Saturday to play against the Florida Atlantic Owls. The Mean Green found themselves down by 10 late in the fourth. Quarterback Chandler Morris completed a touchdown pass to wide receiver D.T. Sheffield. On the next drive, they came back with a big run by Shane Porter to the 3-yard line to set up another touchdown. Once again, it was Morris to Sheffield for another touchdown. FAU threatened to retake the lead late, firing one deep, but is intercepted by safety Asheem Young to seal the win. The Mean Green now moves to 5-1 on the season. With victories like this, there's always a sense of hope in Texas sports. With the UNT basketball season coming up, they will start with a new-look team. However, they still have a few remaining players, including senior Matthew Stone. Stone was one of the few players who decided to stay despite others transferring.
Kicks off their season in just less than a month. With many players from the team transferring, senior Matthew Stone was one of the few players to continue playing at UNT.
And just our culture here and just,
with Hodge and the new coaching staff, and I have a loyalty attribute with me, and I just, I love the culture here. I just love to win here, especially with the coaches and the new group of guys that came in, especially, the returners, Mulai, Dello, Alex, them guys. Those guys are very important to me, and I wanted to, after our struggle from last season, kind of want to just, come back and build and bring back what our culture is.
While Stone is here at UNT, he has influenced many of his teammates, including junior guard Grayson Allo.
There was a never downtime. That's why I like him, is because he's like the opposite of me. I'm like a chill, but he's like get me out of the shell, get you out of the shell type person. So we would always we'd set up the hotel trash can somewhere in the room, and we just three-point shooting contest somewhere. We'd pick spots, or we'd do like a little one-on-one with you use one of his clean socks, but you could also get like a paper ball, something like that. It was just nothing but fun.
With a newly formed team this upcoming season, Stone has a few expectations from himself and the team.
For myself, of just being a voice, being that teammate that just cheers on for other teammates, making sure they're in the right spots, and just being a leader for us. And because I've been here so long, I know what our culture is, and just do whatever I can and not take a day off, and just lead these guys in a manner to what wins, because everything you want is on the other side of being hard.
We'll play this season with the new group. That is all I have for sports. Now back to you at the desk.
Thanks, Jordan. Some other star athletes are wrapping up their performances this evening. Let's head back to Avery Cowens live at the State Fair, who got a close look at the All-Star Stunt Dog Show. Avery.
Well, guys, I didn't find any dogs with Crocs, but I did find Sophia, who has been watching the show. Sophia, can you tell me about your favorite part of this show?
My favorite part of the show was definitely the dog races when I saw Cooper, and he was so goofy because he ran around the person's leg so much to the Mario Kart theme song, and it was super funny. I really liked it. And he won for the red team.
Yes, red team for the win for sure. And that is all I have from you guys. Back to y'all at the desk.
Thanks for watching ntTV Nightly News.
Join us again tomorrow at noon and tomorrow evening at 6 here on North Texas Television.